Thank you. Miles, you take that.
I mean, so it's the script, man. It really is, and it's all great. The most rewarding experience is when it's all collaborative. And James from go was like, if you don't want to wear that, don't wear it. If you don't want to say that word right there, you don't have to say it. And it was all, we were just all very comfortable, and it's rare, I think, to have a director just allow you to do what you want to do a lot of the time. And James is a fantastic director, man. He'll steer you in the right direction, but at the same time, he let us really live in it, and we felt very comfortable with it. But the script, I mean, most of that stuff, 99% of that stuff is just what they're writing, and then as an actor, it's your job to make it sound natural. I think that's square one, is make it honest and make it natural, and then from there, do some interesting stuff with it. But yeah, awesome script.
I'm going to actually interject one of my own, because I'm being rude. For Scott and Mike, it is interesting that it's not all preachy. And I know that there's a fine line between telling a story like this and sort of going too easy on things, and then also, like, you can get preachy, and it doesn't ever go there. Can you talk a little bit about, and all three of you, finding the right balance?
I mean, the book, first of all, wasn't preachy.
Right.
And Tim Tharp is a professor in Oklahoma, is older than most of us, but and it's told from Sutter's point of view, and that was the first thing that sort of drew us in, was just understanding that voice and the character, and it was just so honest and real, and it wasn't talking down to kids. It kind of reminded us of when we were teenagers, but at the same time, a teenager could relate to it currently. That voice is really what drew us in first and foremost. So, I mean, you look for that balance when you're writing. We're not trying to write an after-school special. We always talk about we don't go to the movies as much as we used to. Mm-hmm. And growing up, we'd go to the movies all the time, and we became friends, falling in love with a lot of the same our heroes, Cameron Crowe and Woody Allen, and a lot of filmmakers. Just talking about all those people is how we became friends and then started working together. We just try to write the movies we want to go see. Is really our litmus test at the end of the day, is would we go see this? That's really what matters to us.
I think for me, like, sort of making this film made me think a lot about the difference between nostalgia and sentimentality. I think nostalgia can be a wonderful thing. I think sentimentality can be really schmaltzy and insincere. And I think, there's wild opposite sort of depictions of adolescence. There's sort of the one that goes for a hyper-realism where it's sort of torn from the headlines where the kids are on meth and raping each other. And then there's the one where it's like they're singing and dancing at the mall and it's a Disney film. And I think this film sort of tried to dig as best we could, tried to never judge the characters. The book didn't judge it. The book was first person. He didn't certainly judge himself. The screenplay didn't judge. We just tried to be good advocates for the characters.
Works. A couple more, and then we can wrap it up. A couple more? Anybody? Go ahead, right there.
I just want to say to the actors, it was a really bold choice, I imagine, of James to have you not wear makeup in the movie, and it was probably the best lit movie I've ever seen with actors that weren't wearing makeup. And so it was I imagine that felt very vulnerable, and I'm just curious when he told you that and how you reacted and what that conversation was.
Yeah, I don't know if he told us. I knew Shailene was very adamant about not really wearing makeup. Right? I was probably wearing more makeup than Shailene.
You were wearing more makeup.
Whatever, man. Actors have to wear makeup, guys. Grow up. So, but honestly, man, that was really Shailene driving that train, because I remember I was kind of joking, but I was kind of serious when we were at dinner. And I was like, for this sex scene, I want to have some abs. I've never been naked in a movie. I want to look good. And Shailene's like, no, absolutely not. She's like, you need to have a nice little beer gut. And I think that'd be sexy on you. And so, yeah, she was you could talk about it, but.
Well, it's very rare that you see movies where people don't wear makeup. And when I was probably younger than everyone else in high school, I didn't really wear any makeup. I wore more than she wore. But I think that when you do, we're just trying to be as accurate as possible, and I think that Amy, as a human being in the real world, would not have worn makeup and would not have known how to apply it, which is why at the prom scene, when she did have makeup on, we went super heavy on the blush and a really odd lip color and kind of crazy uneven eyes because we wanted it to look real. And I would have felt like I was doing a disservice to the character if I did have makeup on throughout the film. And so, yeah, I mean, you came in 10 minutes earlier than I did every day to get some makeup. And I didn't have to, I guess, sleep for an extra 10 minutes. It was real great. But I just think it's more relatable. And I am so grateful that he was on board with that and that the makeup artist wasn't offended. And I was like, I don't know if you ever have a very deep relationship with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Shailene, when you kind of heard about Shailene Miles and all the actors have a really strong point of view of their characters, and they know those characters far better, certainly than I do. And, you know, I'm a 34-year-old dude. I don't know what it's like to be an 18-year-old teenage girl as well as Shailene does. And so she was the best sort of advocate for her point of view and who she was, and far be it from me to sort of shoehorn in some false sense to that character. I just tried to listen to the people that we'd sort of been lucky enough to get in the film.
How about one more, and a really good one? Go ahead.
So when you were casting Shailene, did you think with her character, did her height come into play at all?
She's super tall right now.
Super tall.
I'm not wearing
She's
shoes.
really not.
I'm normally 6'2".
No, I was on actually tall, you know, so I related to the girl in that way, and I just thought, well, she would be kind of awkward in school because when you're taller, when you're a tall girl, you do naturally have that a little bit of awkward.
I mean, I know it. That's what I was writing about.
I mean, I think everybody has different insecurities, whether you're tall or short or bigger or smaller. I definitely had an insecurity when I was in school about being so tall, and I'm sure people who aren't as tall as I am have insecurities about their height. So
I have fat thumbs, and that's what I was.
they're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're unique. They make it different. They're special. They're special.
All right, I don't even know what to say.
Thank you all so much. Moving up until August 2nd, please tell your friends to go see it.